Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Alamo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Coming out with it, it's Bailey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And some room to work. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Using his legs, it's Barnes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got the quick completion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No 3rd down conversion for you.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through. As they pin them back, they'll mark it dead at the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this is a slow start would be an understatement. They haven't even made the chain gang move yet. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Payne. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bailey. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Gives it on the option. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Barnes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Pulled it, finds his man on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking for a deep man. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires it incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going. And there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. On the move, it's Payne. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Hoover. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Tosses it incomplete. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Third and one, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Off the play fake. The throw. And they're not on the same page there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Mayava. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow. And
the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give is to Miller. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Strachan. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. A little screen to the running back. Smashes through the tackle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. They get enough and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayama. He's got the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Grabs it in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They're going to test the right side with this one. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Miller with the ball. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Lane. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It's complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mayava. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Gonna run it. It's Payne. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Payne. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's small. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Got a man. It's Lane. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Trojans are on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Second down coming up.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation. Get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You've got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down. Get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They punt it away on 4th down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Payne. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rodgers. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Hoover. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run to the left. Sweet cut there. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field it close to the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got his man. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the air, it's Hoover. He's got his man, makes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Looking for room, it's Payne. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The sure hands, it's Barnes. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Hold and fire complete. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll run the sneak for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. He's got his man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. On target to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. To throw, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Finished off by a guy known for catching passes, but he carried it into the end zone. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Tonight's final score.